Hey guys, welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs, and a very happy Halloween to everybody celebrating tonight. And for this evening, hopefully we have some treats for you, at least we do according to Panini, with some 2024 Score a Treat. This is actually the first 2024 NFL licensed football product that we'll be checking out. But we've got 40 packs in this bundle, and they are, of course, 3 cards per pack, 120 cards in here, so less than half of what we did when we did Haunted Hoops earlier this month, and here is what can be found inside. This definitely differs from Haunted Hoops. Haunted Hoops had like a plain base set with no coloring on the borders. Here in Score a Treat, it is different. You do have inserts, which are all the rookies, the rising stars. Those come in orange pumpkin and green bats. And then for the regular base set, all the base cards are orange pumpkin, so it can kind of throw you off from the rising stars. And then here's a look at the pack. The parallels for the base set are the green bats, and then you've got the numbered Trick or Treat parallel, which is going to be very hard to find. So unlike Haunted Hoops, you had a bunch of parallels there. You had orange, here's the base set, then you had the slime, and candy and webs were the harder ones to find out of Haunted Hoops. Here's our first Rising Stars, that's the green bats version. And then that is the parallel of the base set, green bats on that Jason Myers. But looking for rookies in here, I don't know if they're technically true rookies because they are inserts. There's a Mark Andrews, Brian Thomas Jr., the green bats version. And it seems like the collation is kind of the same, at least in the first couple of packs. We end it with another green bats parallel. But again, looking for those top quarterback rookies, primarily Jaden Daniels. I'd love to add a Drake May to my Pats collection. Speaking of which, there's the Joe Milton Rising Stars Orange Pumpkin version. First one of his cards that I have pulled, so we'll be adding a bunch of Patriots rookies, hopefully, to my collection today. Of course, I think Jaden Daniels is definitely the top one, coming off of that crazy Hail Mary this past weekend to seal the win over the Bears. And I've yet to add a Drake May in uniform or with the Pats logo to my Patriots collection as well. It looks like we'll have some legends in there. That was Hines Ward green bats, so maybe we'll see some Hall of Fame quarterbacks as well. I haven't watched anybody open any of this just because I figured I would eventually come across it. There's Brock Bowers and Jalen Hurts. I don't think that's technically a color match. It's green on green, but more of a neon green there. But surprisingly, I actually came across this at Walmart in store, which it has been a very long time. There's another one for the Patriots, Javon Baker. It's been a very long time since I found cards in store at Walmart. And this ran for $21.97, I believe, after tax. So about $10 cheaper than the Haunted Hoops, which had 90 packs. There's another Brian Thomas. And then Christian Watson. You'll have to let me know if those count as color matches in the comments. I think if we get any Seahawks in their neon greens, that would definitely count. There's another legend there, Everson Walls. Malik Neighbors is a nice one to come across. And then J.C. Horn. Yeah, it seems to go orange, Rising Stars, and then a green bats to finish. But we're keeping our eye out for one of those Trick or Treats. Those are numbered to 99, I think. So probably no guarantee that you will find one in one of these bundles. We did pull the candy and the webs parallels out of Haunted Hoops. If you missed that, I'll link it down below. There's my first Jalen Polk, and then Dietrich Wise green bats. A couple more for the Patriots, who are absolute trash this year. but coming off a win against the Jets. Not that that means much to me. We've owned them forever. What did we get before? Was it the orange? Alright, so now we got both versions of the Joe Milton. And then Darren Waller somehow made it in here, even though he has been retired. No misconstruing what I said there, like Blade and Deadpool and Wolverine. There's Jonathan Taylor. Another one for the Pats, Jaheim Bell. We're finding all of them except for Drake May thus far. Wesley Walls is kind of a Wesley Walls, kind of an interesting name to throw in here for legends. It's Brian Burns, Laiatu Latu, and then Travis Kelce green bats. I don't think there's probably a lot of value to too many cards in here outside of, like I said, probably definitely Jaden Daniels and arguably Drake May, I guess. It could be a little bit of the homerism in me showing up. There's our first Hall of Fame quarterback, Warren Moon. I'll pull that one out later on for my side PC of Hall of Fame QBs. There's Slayton, another Jonathan Brooks. I think we saw his green earlier. And then Zay Flowers. Yeah, not sure what is going on with the Jets. Seems like perhaps Aaron is finished. Back-to-back Rams there, and then Travis Etienne. He's definitely not as mobile as he once was. And I think we're kind of seeing it confirmed that the head coach was not really the problem. There's another Javon Baker. I think we found both of his thus far, and then Doug Williams. I also never really believed that Rodgers had nothing to do with Robert Saleh getting canned. Hall of Famer Charles Woodson. And then Darrelle Revis, speaking of the Jets. We're already more than halfway through this one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm calling that in color match on that Jim McMahon. Another orange Joe Milton, and then Hayden Hurst. If you guys are liking this one, make sure you hit that thumbs up and prove it to me. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. There's Keon Coleman, that's a nice one. And then the green bats, Jim McMahon. While I was surprised to find this in store at Walmart, I did also see some other things there as well, so I picked up a blaster of basketball at the same time. So maybe we'll get into that next week. Not sure. I've got some other boxes that I've had for longer, but typically I just go with whatever I am in the mood to rip at the time. There's Brendan Rice and then Richard Dent. So if you are a fan of Legends, you may be surprised to find that there are a decent amount in here. We've seen quite a few thus far. More Jets, Mike Williams. No sign of Jaden Daniels or Drake May yet, but still got a fair amount of packs to go. Tyler Algier. And there is the orange Malik Neighbors. And then Brock Purdy. It was a pretty good game between Purdy's Niners and the Cowboys this past Sunday night. At least towards the end of it anyways. For the most part, the Cowboys were getting walloped until late in the fourth quarter. Jerry Jeudy, another Jatavian Sanders, and then Sam Hubbard. I wonder if my boy Barry Sanders made his way into this set. I didn't look at the checklist or anything like that. But if you're new to the channel, I do also PC Barry Sanders and Tom Brady as well. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady is probably not in here, again, without looking. And we're just about at the last stack now. We are at the last stack now, so if we are going to come across those big name rookie QBs. Now is the time. Of course, I struck out on their Spencer Rattler. He doesn't count, though. And Antonio Gibson, who is a Patriot now. We put him over there. Come to think of it, Mike Gesicki was one of the first ones that we pulled, and he is not on the Patriots anymore. I think I put him in the Pats pile. I'll have to remove him. There's the Jalen Polk green. So we found his orange and green. But as I was saying, we struck out on Wemby in Haunted Hoops. 90 packs of that we ripped. And didn't find one single freaking Wemby. So we need to turn that around with a Jaden Daniels or a Drake May here in our last few packs. They will be in the middle if we find them. Another Jared Verse and Will Anderson. I think we got at least 3 or 4 Jared Verse of both colors. Phil Simms and another Brian Thomas. It's not looking good. With only a handful of packs remaining here. We need to come through in the clutch. Terrion Arnold is not in the clutch. Everson Walls, green bats. And things are starting to slide all over the place with these very flimsy card stock here. It's almost like playing cards, basically. There is Watson. His season is finished. And we've got 2 or 3 left. It's kind of tough to tell because it's quite unusual ripping packs that only have 3 in there. Will Lutz. I think we, got like 2 or 3 left. I'll keep saying that in 2 or 3 more packs, and then it will seem like there's 2 or 3 left still. There is Hall of Famer Ty Law. I did not expect to see him in here. And then another orange Jalen Polk. So I'll probably pop one of those on eBay, on my eBay store. Link is on the channel page. Basically everything I don't collect, that's where that ends up. So if you see something in here that you like, chances are it's on there. And then Joe Montana green bats as we hit our final pack. So Jaden Daniels or Drake May, if we're going to see one, it's going to only be one, and it will be in the middle. We need some last pack magic. Jan Stenerud, and we're not going to get it. Another Jared Verse, and then CJ Mosley finishes off the, not box, but bundle, I guess you could call these. So we have had horrible luck at finding the biggest of names when it came to these Halloween-themed packs from Panini, Haunted Hoops, and Score a Treat, but let me know what you thought of this one overall in the comments down below. It seemed like we got a lot of the exact same players, so maybe if I were to pick up another bundle and rip it, I would find some different names, which I'm not going to do. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully you have a very safe and happy Halloween. That's it for tonight. We'll see you soon. Have a good one.